I'm Christina.
And I'm Greg.
With Get Up, a new show about all the great things to do in San Bernardino. I have so many activities planned, and I can't wait for you to see.
So sit back, relax, and enjoy. There might be a few surprises. In fact, speaking of surprises, what are we going to do today?
Well, what do you know about taking care of your dog and having a great time with your dog?
Toto, black, furry, pet, plastic bag when we go for a walk, you know, that kind of stuff.
There's a lot more than just that, so you're going to have to wait and see.
All right, well, sit back and relax and join us for our edition of Get Up.
Before we go and have fun with our dogs today, I have to go take Fox in for a checkup.
Well, where do you go to do that?
This great place called the Humane Society of San Bernardino Valley. They have amazing services, and in fact, I have an appointment in a couple minutes, so we got to go.
All right, well, let's get out of here then.
All right, let's go. Hey, Karen.
I'm so glad you're here.
I know. Hey, Greg, this is Karen.
Hi.
Karen, nice to meet you.
Welcome. I'm glad you're here. You see, it's real busy right now. These are folks waiting in line for their turn at vaccinations. And I see you brought Fox with you. Is that why you're here today?
Yeah, I actually wanted to have the doctor check him out and see if he is okay to go to the dog park.
Oh,
Yeah.
very good idea.
Yeah.
Hey, baby. Okay, we'll just sign in right there, and we'll wait for our turn, and then as soon as we're done with that, we'll take a tour.
All right.
A whole box for you. Karen, tell us a little bit about what you do here at the Humane Society.
Sure, I'm the development coordinator, which means I'm in charge of a lot of fundraising, special events, any kind of communications, public relations, that kind of thing falls with me.
That sounds awesome. So, how do you guys get funding to maintain this huge organization?
You know, a common myth is that we are related to a government body, the shelter in the city or the county or something. We're not. We're a totally private, nonprofit organization, which you're right, means that we have to raise funds in order to keep going.
Well, tell us a little bit about the Humane Society here in San Bernardino and how it got started.
Sure. You know, over 30 years ago, if you can picture this, a group of ladies kind of sitting around a kitchen table thinking, how can we help animals that are in the community, that are stray, that just need someone to watch out for them? And it was Joyce Martin, she's our founder, who said, we're going to start our own Humane Society, and just from that small group became this facility that you see today that's so beautiful.
Well, and tell us a little bit about some of the different departments you have here at the Humane Society.
Sure. Our focus, just to summarize what we're here for in the first place, is to prevent suffering. That's why we come to work every day, to help prevent suffering. And the ways we do that are primarily through spay and neuter surgeries for cats and dogs. So we have a very busy, very vital spay and neuter hospital. We can do 1,000 surgeries a month, which is a high number compared to another veterinarian's office that would be smaller than this. We also have a low-cost vaccination clinic where people can come in and get some services for limited medical care at a low cost, and that's a wonderful thing too.
So what's Foxy here for today?
Well, we wanted to start taking him to, go to the dog park and just be more interactive outside with other dogs. So we thought we should take him here and see, what you had to say as far as like maybe getting an immunization.
Okay.
More immunizations and just see what you have to say.
All right. Has he had any coughing or sneezing or vomiting or diarrhea?
No.
Good. Eating and drinking okay?
Uh-huh.
Has he been neutered?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, he has.
Foxy. Shh, shh, shh. It's okay.
When you take your dogs out, is there some things that you should always keep in mind when you're interacting it with other dogs?
Yeah. Well, they should be up to date on their vaccines. Rabies is required by law, and parvo is a big problem in the area, and so is distemper. So we want to make sure that they're up to date on those 2 vaccines at the very least. And if they're going to be around other dogs quite a bit, kennel cough is another vaccine you really do want. And then you want to also have them dewormed and protected from worms.
Okay.
Heartworm testing is important, and having them on a heartworm preventive helps to prevent worms, intestinal parasites as well. And then having them on a flea and tick preventive is also very important because when they go into the park, they're going to be more and more exposed. Can you give me a hand here?
Yes.
Thank you. More and more exposed to the vaccines.
Okay.
I mean to the fleas and ticks. So let me listen to his heart. Hey, Foxy.
I'm a little
He
anxious.
says, I'm nervous.
It's okay, big boy.
Everybody's nervous when they go to the... So he looks like a nice, healthy dog. So what has he had for vaccines in the past?
Well, you know, he hasn't been vaccinated in over a year, so that's why I thought I'd bring him in and see what you thought, if he should maybe get immunized again.
Yeah, well, he should probably have the parvo and distemper at the very least. When was his rabies vaccine? Was it last year?
It was last year.
No, that was probably good for 3 years, so he
Okay.
should be okay with that. He should have a dog license on too. So, would you like me to go ahead and vaccinate him?
Yes, please.
Okay. So we have already prepared this vaccine for him,
Okay.
and we're going to go ahead and give it. Oh, he's so brave. What a brave dog.
Wow.
Wow.
Poor little guy.
Yes, he is.
He's a macho man.
Macho man. So just make sure too that he's under control in the park until you're sure of how he's going to interact with other dogs, because you don't want him to be attacked and you don't want him to attack other dogs.
Is there anything that I can maybe look out for as far as maybe diseases from interaction with other dogs in the park?
Diarrhea is one of the most common.
Okay.
Coughing, sneezing, that sort of thing. If any of that should happen, he should be checked by a vet.
Okay.
Okay?
Now, other than distemper, are there any other shots or things that we should keep an eye on for Toto and for Fox?
Well, if he's going to be around other dogs quite a bit, I mean, some people go to the dog park and they just keep them away from the other dogs, but some people go for them to interact, or they go for boarding or grooming or training, in which case they should have a kennel cough as well. It's also called a Bordetella vaccine, and that helps to prevent a bacterial disease that causes a real deep-hacking cough. Yeah. So we can also do that one today if you'd like.
Okay.
All right? And we put the distemper on that side, and what we'll do is we'll put the other one on this side. So there we go. Oh, wow, is he brave? He really did.
I know that you guys offer a lot of educational services. Can you give us a brief description about that?
Sure. A couple of the programs that I was just about to mention was the humane education. We have a credentialed teacher on our staff, and her whole job is to educate kids about being compassionate to all living creatures, and that makes such a difference reaching children at a young age.
I'm a humane education teacher, and we go through kindergarten through 6th grades here in the city of San Bernardino to educate children on the proper responsibilities of taking care of animals.
And right behind us, I see this beautiful quilt. Tell us a little bit about how this came to be.
Be Kind to Animal Week is the first full week in May. And several years ago, we wanted to promote Be Kind to Animals Week, and so each school was invited to make a square, which we then assembled into a quilt to celebrate Be Kind to Animals Week. The whole education program is based on the words of Jane Goodall, which is the power of one, that each individual has the power to make either a negative or a positive difference in their life. So that's one foundation that weaves throughout the Humane Society education programs. It's a proven fact that there's a direct connection, there's a link between animal abuse and human violence. We are trying to break that link by having children develop compassion and sensitivity, empathy towards animals. Because if they can be kind to animals, the idea is that they can also make those kind decisions for people and for our environment.
The Humane Society of San Bernardino Valley does so much for our local community and for our local pets. Today with me is Officer Mike with the Humane Society.
Hi, I'm a humane officer here with the Humane Society of San Bernardino Valley, and we are very much a community-oriented facility here, and we do a lot of community service work. The good parts of this job is we're able to reach out to the community and help them out with things like food donations, or if vet care is needed for their animals, we can help them in that area, or maybe refer them over to some low-cost veterinarians in the area. We also help with food donations, and most of my job is responsible ownership and education of animals, so we do go to people and explain better ways that they can keep their animals. The unfortunate part of my job is we also deal with animal abuse, and it might range from pet shop violations. We do pet shop inspections where animals aren't being properly cared for, or it may be things like illegal animal fighting such as dogs or roosters. And part of that, we investigate the crimes and we prepare cases for the district attorney's office for prosecution. And that's the bad part of the job. The good part of the job is we do go out and help the community, and we're able to better animals' welfare here in the Inland Empire area.
We are right now in the pet condos. You know, in case we ever have a need to keep an animal here for a kind of a small to long term, this is just such a wonderful, comfy place for them to be. It feels more like home. It's not like a cage where they can hide, they can spread out, they can have their little pillows and cushy things, and we're able to clean it, and it's just a wonderful spot. All of them are decorated so uniquely and so cute too, so I think you'll enjoy seeing that. They were all decorated by volunteers and sponsors.
Awesome.
You know, sometimes in our pet condos, we do temporarily house animals that have been confiscated by our humane officers, taking them out of an unsafe situation and bring them here so we can figure out what to do next to help them. But also, speaking of animals that are rescued by our humane officers, pet abandonment is actually on the increase right now. A lot of folks are having a hard time paying to care for their pets as normal, with pet food and with veterinary bills. And unfortunately, they believe it's an acceptable alternative to abandon their animals. Just so you know, California Penal Code 597 says that is very, very illegal. And that's just not a fair thing to do to the animal either. So we definitely encourage people to find a friend that can take your pet or take it to the shelter and do the right thing when it comes, if you're in that difficult position and making that decision. If we can help anybody keep their pet, we do have referrals that we can give you so that you don't have to make that choice and part with the family pet. But if it does come down to that, abandonment is never an option. We're now kind of behind the examination rooms, and we're headed to the surgery. There's a room with blinds on the door, and that's a sitting room that we have available for people who come in for euthanasia. When it becomes time to say goodbye to a beloved family pet, whether they're ill or real old now and it's time to go, all of us here, we understand that is just the most difficult day for a family. So what we do is try to provide a private space, and so we've got a couple of these rooms. You see that has blinds on the window, and inside there's a little sitting area and a mural on the wall, and people can have all the time that they need to stay there, give kisses, and say goodbye at that most difficult time. And in fact, if they need to, they can even exit out that door you see there if they don't want to go back out into the public. So this building has been really well thought out to keep everything in mind that the pet would need and that the owner would need too. Somebody's in there. Here's the memorial garden. You'll notice on the ground there are lots of tributes and messages to dear pets and dear friends that have been engraved here and placed by our supporters. People can still, if they would like to, they can still make a donation, and we are always installing new little messages for different cats and dogs and family members. We're also very fortunate we have a barn. It's not that big, but in case of a fire or any kind of a major disaster, at least we know we're equipped to take in large animals if we need to.
Well, I thought it was really interesting when you talked about the educational that you talked about, and you made sure to emphasize the power of one.
True, the power of one, that's a big theme here, that one person, a child or an adult, anybody, one person has the power to make a positive or a negative difference. And using that responsibility to help animals is definitely our focus. Yeah. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much, Karen. We had so much fun. The facility is incredible.
Yeah, thank you so much for all the wonderful information and taking care of Fox for us.
You're welcome. I'm so glad you guys could make it today. It was fun. Bye-bye.
Bye.
You're here to see Mr. LeBeau. He's doing his Tai Chi right now.
An exercise program that challenges muscles and improves balance not only increases bone health and quality of life, it increases life.
She's probably pumping iron.
Spot me, will ya?
To get started on your bone-friendly exercise program, visit orthoinfo.org. A message from the American Academy of Orthopedic Surgeons.
No, I know Wildwood Park oh too well. Actually, right over there is the Wildwood Little League, where I used to actually play Little League ball when I was just a little bit smaller.
Oh, back when dinosaurs were here, huh?
Well, dinosaurs had bats and balls back in the day.
Oh, really?
Well, I can't wait to check out the dog park. This should be really interesting.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go check it out.
This is going to be cool. Well, as always, ladies first.
Thank you very much. Come
Here
on,
you go.
Fox. Let's go see what's in here.
Oh, this looks cool. Hey, buddy.
Whoa,
Oh, look
Fox.
what we got. Huh? Let's check this out, buddy.
You ready to play?
Buddy.
There you go.
There you go. Check it out.
Come on, Toto.
This is a great idea of yours. You know what? In fact, you know what? I do remember reading about this. It was back in 2000 that a bunch of the dog owners wanted to have a nice, safe place where they could bring their animals. You know what? And it's really turned out nice. In fact, I look at it, it looks like it's about 3.5 acres that they've got. You've got a nice little area here for the timid, maybe the small dogs, and then they've got 2 big sections for the larger animals where they can get a chance to roam around, play, have fun. And you know what I thought was interesting though, is they actually tell you not to bring treats, not to bring toys. They actually have all that stuff here for you. And actually,
wow.
for folks that want more information, they can actually make donations, and every Saturday they have volunteers that get together to make sure the park looks nice and everything is ready for all the floppy-eared friends.
Well, that sounds nice. You know, I think it's a really great place for people to bring their dogs, especially those who live in, you know, condos or apartments or any kind of house that just doesn't have a really big yard, you know, because if you have a big dog, they need to run.
Where's Toto? Oh, he's out having a good time. I want to go have fun with Toto.
Yeah, come on, let's go.
Okay.
Fox, let's go.
Come on, buddy.
Come on.
Oh, I got nuggets.
What's up, little boy? Uh-oh.
Young and old, actually, see this little guy right here? They actually tell you they want them no younger than 4 months old, so that way they can get a chance to interact. Yes, interact with the big dogs. Mwah. There we go. Get a chance to go out and play and have a good time.
So what's your name?
Raquel.
Raquel? Hi. So is this your dog?
It's our dog.
Yeah? So what's your dog's name?
Buddy.
Buddy. So how long have you guys been taking Buddy to this dog park for?
Oh gosh, probably for about 6 months.
Oh, do you like it?
Yes, we love this dog park.
Awesome. So what made you guys come here?
Well, I like the area, first of all, and then it's real shady, and I like the fact that there's a big dog park on the other side and a small one on this side.
Right, that makes great sense. Awesome. So do you guys like the people here? I heard that it's pretty
family-like oriented, yeah, and the people are really nice and welcoming, and we just come and sit in the shade, and everyone brings their drink, or yeah, it's really nice.
Sounds like a lot of fun. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Oh, what's his name?
Fisher.
All right, how's Fisher?
6 months.
All right, now why do you come out to the dog park?
Because we live in an apartment. We don't have anywhere for them to run around that's safe.
Do you like the fact you can just kind of come out here and he can interact with Fox, amongst others, and who's in Fox's friend?
Shadow.
And Shadow. Is that the fun part about the whole thing, getting a chance to come out and interact with him?
Watching him socialize.
Yeah.
Since he's a puppy, it's a necessity for him to be socialized.
Yeah. And get a chance to, how do you like the people out here?
Good. Nice.
Nice place to hang out?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. See, I'm not the only gray one out here hanging out. So make sure you guys, if you're looking for a place to go, check out the dog park. It's a great place to interact, great place to have a good time. Hey, Toto, look at you. You're a mess.
Let's go get you cleaned up.
Hi, I'm here to tell you about a new medical website designed especially for older folks. Website, you say? I can't work on computers. They're not senior friendly, blah, blah, blah. But the National Institutes of Health fixed all that. Now you can make the type bigger, increase contrast, even make it talk to you.
Arthritis.
Just go to NIHSeniorHealth.gov and get the best medical information available anywhere. NIHSeniorHealth.gov. Built with you in mind.
Didn't you have such an amazing time today at the dog park?
I had an absolute blast, but there is no way Wendy's going to let me bring Toto in looking like that.
Well, you know what? Don't worry about it, because I've already made a call.
Hey, is this who you called?
Yeah, it's a mobile dog groomer.
Nice.
Look, it's Serena now.
Hi, how are you guys doing?
Great, how are you? I'd like you to meet my friend Greg.
Hi, Greg.
Hi,
How are
Serena.
you? And who is this?
And this is Toto.
Hi, Toto. How are you?
And this is Fox down here. They're quite dirty, so we're hoping that you can help us out.
So now, is this a full-service salon?
Yes, it is. It's just like a regular grooming shop. It has hot water, cold water, heating, air conditioning, everything you would find in a regular grooming shop, except for I come to you and there's no cages.
Well, that seems, I mean, can you do all the same things that you would do in a normal grooming shop? I mean,
Oh yeah, a lot easier sometimes because the dogs aren't so stressed out. I can do dogs that some shops can't even do, that they've kicked out. I can do because it's a quiet, one-on-one atmosphere.
awesome. Well, I can't wait to check it out, and besides, Toto, you're a mess.
Take a look inside.
All right.
Sounds good.
Come on, Toto. We're going to get you cleaned up. Explain the process. Is it any different than going into a normal salon?
It would be because there's only one-on-one. It's just me and the dog. I will take the dog in. I'll ask the owner if they have any allergies. If they have allergies, then we treat them with a shampoo appropriate to that dog. Like with Toto, tonight we used oatmeal shampoo because it's dry right now, and that will help keep him from drying up. I start from the neck back, getting them used to the water. Rather than going straight at their face with the water, it scares them, and I don't want to do that to them. So I will start from the neck back, work my way back, wash their body, their legs, everything, get them used to the washing process. Then I will work from the neck forward, cover their eyes so we don't get any soap in their eyes. And then so the head is the last part that we wash, and then it's always the first part that we rinse. So we'll start from the head and rinse them, cover their eyes, rinse their head, and then rinse the body down.
Do you think you could be on Fox duty?
He's ready to get out. After the shampoo, we towel dry them, put them on the table. Then we'll start with the dryer. I usually start with the dryer on a low, so we don't scare them. I generally ask the owner if the dog is afraid of a vacuum, because sometimes that'll give me an idea. If they're afraid of the vacuum, then they might be afraid of my dryer. So we start with the dryer low, start at their feet, just kind of work your way up their body from the neck back, dry the body, and then we do the head. You'll notice that I will fold their ears over, trying to keep the air from going into their ears, because their ears are very sensitive. And the last thing is the face that I do. Occasionally the ears might be down when they goes back in the house, but that's for the dog's own safety and comfort, because I'm not going to force the dog to have its ears dried and scare it and make this a very scary process for them. It's much better for them just to let their ears air dry and then be a happy dog. If I have an idea of how they're going to act, that gives me an idea to be prepared. But for the most part, a lot of times if people think their dog is going to be scared, they usually aren't for whatever reason. After we blow dry them, I brush them through. I will trim the hair on a bath, like with Toto, trim around the feet, trim the hair on the pads.
And what I did like is Toto is a boy, as this collar says, bad to the bone. You didn't try to put a little bow tie on him or a bow.
No. For boys, ties are the best. And I've got a nice little array so we can pick our color, and you picked red, and he looks pretty cute.
Well, thank you so much, Serena. We had such an awesome time.
Well, thank you for letting me do Toto and Fox.
Yeah, definitely. They had such an awesome time. You know, I'm so happy that you're eco-friendly, because it's so important to me, and I know also for a lot of viewers out there.
It's important to me too.
So make sure and come out and check it out. See it right here. It is the mobile salon and spa, ChantelSalon.com, serving all of Greater San Bernardino. Make sure you can check it out. One of the nice things about it, from the comfort of your home and from the peace of mind of not only you and your pet, you can have Serena come out and take care of you. Serena, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
But before I go, you are getting your schmuck.
Yeah, because you look cute in it.
It does kind of go with it.
Yeah.
You know, Christina, thank you so much. We had an absolute blast today over at the Wildwood Dog Park. Great call.
I'm glad, you know, and you can too. Bring your dogs out. That's a great place for your dogs to socialize and for you to meet great people with the same interests as you.
Well, we did get a little dirty out there, and you know what? Another good call, giving Serena a call at Chantel Salon and Spa. That was also a nice mobile service, came right to our door.
Yes, it was. So, you know what? We're pretty tired, so we'll see you next time on Get Up.
Can you go this way? Can you go this way? Can you go whoop? Okay, you chose that one. Okay.